So Rahul, your address is the metaverse, right? You reside in the metaverse. So, the metaverse is being talked about as the next evolution of the internet. And not only that, it is being touted as a potential game changer for businesses as well. So, we're really curious, and I'm sure the audience is also, how would metaverse change the business landscape? And how should businesses prepare themselves for a life in the metaverse?
Sure. Thank you very much, Arun. And good afternoon, everybody. I think a couple of things are, we will pick it up from the other panelists. We spoke about data. We spoke about the enormous amount of data that is being collected on a daily basis. And then after that, the second conversation is about creating personalized or hyper-personalized campaigns to target a customer. At the end of the day, whether is it whether when I'm sitting in the flight and I'm experiencing things physically, or if I'm sitting somewhere remote and still accessing services from the provider, it's all about experience. So my take is that this decade, the decade of India, touted as a century, for India, is all about creating experiences for the billion+ people. So every business will touch upon creating experiences which are better than previously done, and will move those experiences from 2D to a 3D world. That's how simplified it is actually. Because we are using Zoom, Now we're saying is we're not going to be in the Zoom, we'll be in a Zoom room. And the Zoom room is a 3D room, which is an immersive experience. So if you are using a VR headgear, you are at the center of the room, and hence you can experience it in a 3D, 360 and hyper-personalized experience, But if you're doing the same thing on the web, now you can also go deep dive into the services and the product of the company that you're looking at. And that is when it becomes, that's when it sort of becomes a very, very extreme experience for an individual. But at the same time, metaverse was never meant to be a private place. Metaverse is supposed to be a public place, meaning that this event is a private event, but we are so many people. So we all come together is an experience, not metaverse. It is metaverse when we all can come and create the experience. So now individual creators have the ability to go and create campaigns for the brands. This is where it will head. Meaning that if you take an example of an airline, just for the sake of an airline, sir, it's Bengaluru Airport, which is now having a metaverse. So Bengaluru Airport is also next to the airport. I was speaking to an entrepreneur, a very senior IT executive from a very large tech company. He started up a new company, and they're building an immersive park just about 1 kilometer or 2 from Campagoda. This is the Bangalore one you're saying. Exactly.
That's amazing. It's a completely self-service airport.
Oh, so yeah. So that same, I will definitely go and experience that physically also. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. The same thing, what's really happening is that now we have a Bengaluru airport. Now what we do is, going forward, we have a check-in as well. So Rrahul walks in, is a public place. Rrahul can go and check out the different sort of, things that I can do at the airport if I come early. And then I can also check in. I can check in using a 3D, meaning I could have a kiosk and I can click on the kiosk, I can choose Vistara, click and do it. So the customer experience will move completely into 3D, if not 100% every year, but will over a period of time, extreme experiences will move to 3D. So I think this is and one thing is very important to understand is that every company, I think we're all sitting here, we all want to either attract, meaning if you to hire, we're looking at Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I mean, for talent acquisition, we are always hiring freshers and training them. Tech Mahindra is a supreme example of that, hiring so many freshers from colleges and bringing them. So the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, for them, this is not new because they started from the iPhone. We started from a Motorola. It was 1 kilogram. It was a hammer. You could use it as a weapon. Yeah. Sir, phudne ke liye, nothing like that phone. It's the best phone. Huh? Nokia 3310. Yeah, वो भी. That Nokia, उसको छठा मंजिल से नीचे गिरा दो तो टूटता ही नहीं था. हाँ, उसको किया है ट्राई लोगों ने, ऊपर से फेंकते थे नीचे, आपने भी किया है. Very good. Correct. So, because you could afford, I could never afford. So you guys have started from iPhone. So for them, if you were to acquire the Gen Z, Gen Alpha, have them come and, I think it's a great experience for them.
Thank you, Rahul, for demystifying the metaverse a little bit. It's, of course, it is a fascinating topic and a fascinating universe or universes.
Is, yeah.
And the general consensus amongst experts and analysts is that it will take about 5 to 6 years to mature fully,
absolutely,
especially from a business perspective. So for businesses to have a ubiquitous presence on the metaverse and then really leverage it, especially for enhancing customer experience. But thank you for early glimpses on what can be expected. And thank you, audience, also for getting involved in the discussion. I love it.